Hey there, you're listening to One Season I Hate About You, the podcast where we advertise a secret school for dogs. Do you want your dog to go there?
Oh, what?
I mean, to be fair, I think that would have been easier because, we had to train Mikey.
And did you have to pay for it?
Yeah, we did.
See?
But do they really train the dogs?
I mean, they train them how to...
Play fetch ball?
Yeah.
Ignore squirrels, strap into an arf.
How to respect cats.
How to accept baby talk when they don't like it.
Yeah.
And hate mailmen.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
mailmen.
Yep.
All the main things a dog
Wow.
needs to
Enroll
know.
now.
Yeah. The curriculum is fantastic. Anyway, this episode is all about... Well, this episode is called Into the Wildwood, so we can assume it's all about going
Into the woods.
the Wildwood.
You haven't introduced us, have you?
I haven't. Oh, yes. I'm here with the Inconceivable Reviews team.
Oh, that's what we are.
Yes. Before we talk about the Wildwood, which is very important, I need to talk about something much more important, which is Chanelle.
just Chanelle.
Well, and Charnstar.
To be fair, we had already been talking. Chanelle was the only one who respectfully waits until she's introduced.
Thank you, Chanelle. Charnstar. Oh, you responded. You just
I
didn't say hello.
responded. No, yeah. Hey guys, how you doing?
Should we restart this episode?
Nah.
No, let's just keep going.
No,
Kevin?
keep everything in.
Hey,
Okay, and myself, Katie. We are the Inconceivable Reviews team.
great start.
Yeah, 10 out of 10. Not a hot mess at all. Let's talk about Pup Academy now. We've introduced the team. Now let's introduce the episode.
We've introduced the episode.
You introduced the episode first. What I'm saying is I think the show might be getting to us. Just a bit.
Let's just talk about it.
Yeah,
I need my fix.
we're so keen. All right. Maybe I shouldn't have started by advertising the school. Maybe I should have started, just gone in, listed the facts, moved on. That would have been a cleaner start to this episode.
Look, we're 9 episodes in. I don't think we need to learn anything anymore. We've learned all we can.
Yes. All right, Into the Wildwood. The pups pair off and partner up for an academy-wide scavenger hunt. But when Morgan and Spark stray from the path,
Hey.
Hey!
things take an eerie turn.
Yeah, that's accurate.
Yeah,
And that's the episode, guys.
yeah. The end, goodbye.
Yep, eerie things happen. The end.
Anyway, we're about to watch this thing. We will spoil it for you. Well, we've already watched it. I'm not going to lie.
What's wrong with
but
you?
I don't know. We are about to talk about this episode. We are about to spoil it. The Green God will also spoil it. It will all be spoiled. Go and watch it now. You don't want this eeriness to be spoiled.
Hey guys, this is Pup Academy Season 1, Episode 9. So Morgan and his grandpa Charlie are painting the yard, and then all the dogs are, not all the dogs, but Corazon and his friends are running on the yard, and they're all running. And then they play this finding item game about how to teach the dogs how to find the humans' belongings. But then Spark gets teamed up with Morgan so they can be friends. So Corazon gets teamed up with this bully, and they're cheating by basically, when the other pups put their found belongings in the basket, they would steal it and put it in their basket like it's theirs. But then most of the dogs are just going to Charlie's little house or little shed or something and getting his belongings and putting it there. They're all cheating except for Spark and Morgan. They're all, yeah. And then there's finding yourself or something. So they're literally just playing a little game of chasing or something. But then they found a secret passage all the way to this spooky wild wood, and they get trapped there. And then the dog that's there, that beagle that's there, is like sleeping. But then he was about to tell them, but then he slept again. So Sparky and Morgan are in the wild woods. It's creepy, and then there's like a dog chasing after them, and so they start digging. They start digging and digging, and they make a trap. That dog fell in, but then there was another dog, like his twin or something. They all chase, and then back at Pup Academy, the beagle tells the main leader and Charlie that they have been in the wildwood, so they go after them. And yeah, they're all playing the game, and everyone's just cheating. And then once they found them, they're like talking about how those two dogs that were just guard dogs protecting anyone who gets into the wildwoods or finds out about Pup Academy. But then there was just this random dog or whatever, or just wolf that looks like the main leader, and then just like, don't talk about that, that's a secret and stuff, when they get back to Pup Academy. And then they're all best friends, and they're talking about the same thing, and they're saying the same thing at the same time. It's like, you two are now best friends, like, hooray, let's go, and stuff. And it's like, don't tell them about the secret, or like, the friendship is making, like, saving this Pup Academy and stuff. It's weird. So there was a prize that they meant to get, but it's like, where's my prize? Like Charlie's like, where's the prize? And like, oh, go find the prize. But then there was no prize at all, and all of them just cheated. So it's basically Spark won. So that was a Pup Academy Season 1, Episode 9 recap. See you later.
Thank you to the Green God for that recap. Awesome. We got Harry Potter again. We got Harry Potter again. It's a small edition. I mean, we already had the Wildwood.
Yeah.
I hate
which is the
Wildwood.
Forbidden
It's just so hard
Forest.
to say.
It's Forbidden Forest.
Yeah. Wildwood.
Yeah. From this point forward, we'll just call it the Forbidden Forest. And we also have the introduction to secret passageways.
Yeah.
We don't have a Marauders map yet.
Not yet, but I'm sure we will.
Yes.
Yes.
So, that's a fun start. Now, last episode or 2 episodes ago, you asked me, and this is something that I actually really noticed in this episode. This is something that I went ahead and researched because it's in the background of every shot, what the school motto is.
I haven't paid enough attention, Chanelle.
It is in the background of so many shots. And please excuse me because my Latin is rusty. And by rusty, I mean I have no training in Latin.
Google is a wonderful tool.
Yes. The school motto is Amici Aeternum. Now, Kevin's already cheated and looked at what it means. But does anyone else want to guess what this might mean?
I'm going to say eternum means forever.
Yes.
Forever friends? Friends forever?
It is. The motto for Pup Academy is Friends Forever, which seems like a strange motto for a school.
Well, it is a dog school.
It is.
That's their whole selling point, really.
It is.
I asked about the motto because, like, for some reason, our Netflix sometimes pops up, with messages. And you go, motto, friends forever. I go, why does that keep popping up?
I never read that. Wait.
I never read that too.
Yeah, I didn't realize that because, like, I mean, I've noticed it before, but it was on the on Izzy Gets Busy. While Izzy was getting busy, it just came up with ice cream, and I didn't see any writing on the screen. It just came up with the subtitle ice cream.
Yeah,
and I was like, what just happened?
And every time the front of this, I think it happens during the intro, actually.
Oh, yeah, we'll skip that.
The school motto is written at the base of the statue of the original dog.
Yeah.
And every time that they show it, they put
Friends Forever.
I go, why do you keep telling me this? I'm not your friend, guy.
It's trying to subliminally tell you
To get a dog, yes.
to get a forever friend.
Does that mean in the final episode we're gonna have like a Grease number where they all like friends forever?
Perfect.
Except it's all in Latin.
Yes. Love it. I love how they're going to the effort of translating the Latin. They could have just made it in English. Or maybe that's just a Netflix thing.
Well, no, I think all school mottos are in Latin, and they're all vague.
Most of them are,
And they don't mean anything. They're like, education and achievement, or something like that. And it's like, that's what every school wants.
My primary school motto was in English. I'm giving away my primary school here. It's very Googleable now. But my primary school motto in English was aim high, which I feel sets a pretty low standard in a way, because
Yeah.
it's kind of like,
Look at you now.
You can
Talking about
try.
dogs on a podcast.
You can try.
Yeah, I think my primary school motto was just try, guys. At least that's what it was. That was just
Actual
the whole
wording,
motto.
perfect. Was it in Latin?
Yeah. Oh, probably yeah. Let's say it was, because that way, like, no one would know that it's just going. Come on, guys, just at least put a little bit of effort in.
I find this school motto to be a bit of a lie, though, because it's like friends forever, but the constellation is fading. They've got this prophecy saying they won't be friends forever unless a stray comes along. It's all a facade. This school
So
motto is...
really, the motto should be much longer. It should be friends forever, unless the bonds start breaking. In which case, bring a stray along, and then the stray has to make friends with the person. Don't worry, this is all in Latin. No one will understand it.
Maybe there's
It's
actually
fine.
an asterisk at the base of the statue with all of that information included.
Well, you guys never saw Scoob, did you?
No.
I don't want to give anything away, but this is exactly what happens in Scoob at the end.
Oh!
They had to put their paw up against the thing, and one of them has to be left behind in the underworld. Shaggy does it. And then a statue appears, and the statue has like writing underneath that explains how to get them back anyway. So it was like this huge sacrifice, and they were like, "Oh my god, we sacrificed!" And the statue appears, and they're like, "There must be some way." Oh, it says it on the statue exactly how to do it. Cool. Hey guys, you just have to do done. Great movie.
You can catch Charnstar's full review of Scoob on our website, inconceivablereviews.com. He loved it so much. Movie of the year.
Academy Award.
I feel like we should have a podcast where we argue which is worse, Scoob or the Queen's Corgi. Both dogs.
Hey,
both
good
dog
point.
films, both animated.
And both of us have only seen the one that we reviewed. So
What could possibly go
It's
wrong?
becoming
Exactly.
a dog specialist movie podcast reviewers.
Yeah, next we'll do Lassie Come Home, Airbud.
on a side note about Lassie, have you noticed that every country has their own Lassie?
Yes.
Like, it's not necessarily a dog. Sometimes it is, but we had Skippy, the bush kangaroo.
Right, yeah.
It's the exact same show.
Yeah.
Skippy would come up and they're like, "What's up, Skippy?" "Little Jimmy's up the tree." I don't know, something Australian. Oh,
It was a
he's
gum
gone-
tree.
He's gone down the billabong, has he? Skippy. I know in Canada they had a show called The Littlest Hobo, and it was about a dog
Oh gosh.
who was homeless who would just like go around helping people.
Wait, this show's filmed in Canada. Why are they obsessed with homeless dogs in Canada?
Maybe they have a lot of homeless dogs.
I mean, yeah, maybe that's something we don't know about Canada, is it's just strays everywhere.
Really clean, stray dogs.
I didn't want to bring that up until a future episode, but the cleanest stray dogs.
Canadian listeners, please confirm.
Is your country just littered in strays? And is this TV show propaganda to make you love strays?
Oh!
Yeah. That's my favorite theory so far. All right. In this game, oh my hat. In this episode, there is a new sport, kind of. Well, the coach runs it.
Yeah, true.
It's a game. Kevin, do you want to explain it to us?
Just a scavenger hunt.
Oh.
That's it.
Like, we all have them.
Yes, but it's very specifically a scavenger hunt for lost items.
Yeah.
You say very specifically.
But isn't a scavenger hunt just looking for loose items anyway, usually?
I feel like lost items is a very vague
It
thing.
is.
Yeah. For
I
dogs
agree.
too.
Yeah.
Because you usually see something and go, that's mine.
So anyway, the dogs are kind of running around and gathering items that definitely aren't lost. Most of the teams are cheating.
Yes.
Some of the dogs are stealing from Grandpa Charlie's house. And then we've got Bite and Corazon who've been paired up, and Bite is just stealing
The other teams.
the other team's stolen goods and putting
Because
them...
technically you have the
Found
whole
it,
you
yeah.
have the whole campus to look for stuff.
Yeah.
And guess what's on the campus? Everyone else's baskets.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So he
is,
just steals them from the basket. He's not wrong.
is it strategizing? Yes.
Before we talk about Spark and Morgan, let's focus on this, because I have a question about this scavenger hunt.
Why were they making Grandpa Charlie naked? That's
Well,
my question.
no. My question is, could a dog remove your pants whilst you were seated? Could a dog do that?
Yeah, so, like, how did you undo the belt? The belt was undone in the show. Like, what?
Surely Grandpa Charlie would have felt that.
I just
You
don't.
weirdo, Grandpa Charlie.
He's just used to it.
Okay, the shoes and the socks, I was like,
Yeah.
I couldn't see the shoes, but like I was like, I'll give it to them.
Oh, see, I was more lenient to the shoes than I was the socks, because the socks pretty form-fitting. Like they're on that foot, and that dog was like stretching it for days. But I like the fact that they went for one sock, and the next logical progression was the pants and not the other sock.
Yes, absolutely. I don't understand the physics. I wasn't ever great at science, but I don't. If someone is sitting in a chair having a nap, I don't understand how you get their pants off them.
Well,
Oh, wow.
As a dog.
welcome to a whole new podcast.
You dirty dogs.
Does anyone else have any comments on the scavenger hunt?
Look, I think that the rules were way too loose because they were like, here are the lost things you can find. And the whole idea was the fact that humans lose things.
Yes.
And dogs are meant to help you find those things. Chanelle, how many times has Mikey helped us find anything?
0.
Hey, he helps you find his own food.
That's true.
And his ball. He loves his ball.
Well, we know
That's his.
he's the one losing the ball because sometimes we can't find the ball. And then he'll run in with the ball, and we're like, where did he get the ball? He gets a new ball. He has 4 balls.
Clever.
We never see 4 balls at once. We just know he has 4 balls somewhere. We're not the ones losing the balls.
Yeah, true.
Well, technically you bought it, so you own the ball.
We bought one of those balls. We do not know where the other 3 came from.
Someone else's scavenger hunt basket.
He's getting them from Pup Academy. You know, show and tell day, the other dogs take in their balls.
Yup.
Mikey's like, my ball now.
But yeah, he's never helped find anything. And to be fair, at the end of this episode, no one learns how to find anything. They all cheat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They all learn how to steal.
So some people steal from Charlie, some people steal from everyone else.
Yeah.
And then the fact that Hermione Dog, who has had very little to do these last 2 episodes,
Yeah.
I genuinely forgot they were a main character until, like, in this episode, they were the one who just... Well, they were teamed up with Crab and or
Yeah.
Goyle. And Crab and Goyle, or Goyle, is dumb. And they used that stupidity to their advantage. And I was like, ooh, that's clever, except it's not.
No. And I thought Hermione would have more issues with the cheating.
Nah, this Hermione is just smart. She's
Yeah.
not moral.
Right.
She's
Yeah.
like, we could have got killed, or worse, expelled.
Yeah. Oh, gosh. So, what are Spark and Morgan doing throughout this scavenger hunt? They've been given their own scavenger hunt task, which is kind of silly.
I mean, it's a ploy
Yeah.
to get these 2 together.
Yeah. So
It's the least subtle ploy in the world.
it is, because Spark's been told not to find things, but to find Morgan.
Yup.
So Spark spends the first half of the episode chasing Morgan, and Morgan is trying to get away because he thinks that's the point of the scavenger hunt.
Yes,
Now,
he wants to win by running away.
yeah, this is fantastic because this is the first time they've kind of referred to the prophecy again in
Yes.
ages, and they talk about Morgan and Spark being the key to the prophecy, which is why they're forced together on this scavenger hunt. Because we should mention, Spark's not happy about this.
No, Spark's upset.
Spark's like, why do I have to be with the human?
Gross.
And
Humans are worst.
Human's like, why am I with a dog? This is weird. No other humans are participating. So they're trying to force Morgan and Spark together. They're trying to make them best friends. That's kind of the whole purpose of this. And it's kind of established at this point that DOG and Grandpa Charlie are best friends.
Yeah. I just realized that's why they were hanging out, ordering dentistry and
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah, because they're best friends.
They are the... Oh, my God. Yeah.
But how old is the DOG?
Oi, how old's Charlie? He aged really badly.
yeah.
Either the DOG aged really well.
Either the DOG is a vampire,
That makes sense.
or Charlie is the vampire daughter from Twilight and aged in dog years.
I am so glad I listened to 10 hours worth of podcasts about Twilight to understand what you mean right now.
Maybe Charlie just got stressed with running a school for dogs.
Hey, that makes sense.
He's actually 32.
Another Harry Potter illusion. Dumbledore ages really rapidly.
Yeah.
If we're familiar.
1 year he's Jude Law. 5 years later he's Michael Gambon.
Yeah.
Magic.
Quite amazing. But yeah, so I thought that was a pretty important question because they established in this episode that you learn to talk to dogs when you get a doggy best friend. The DOG is Charlie's doggy best friend. So either Charlie only learnt to talk to dogs in the last 7 years,
Yeah.
or one of them is a vampire of some description.
Well, look, I'm going to throw this out here.
Yeah.
Maybe Charlie's just a dog slut.
Do I have to bleeps? I don't know.
I don't know either.
I don't know the rules. I'll look up the rules for bleeping.
But Charlie may have been working. He may have gone through like 4 DOGs at this point.
Probably.
Yeah.
That's my theory. Like
That's
maybe
what
he's had best friends before, and DOGs is the next in line.
Maybe the Wildwood's where they bury all the DOGs.
Oh no!
You know what, too? You know what's really interesting? This is going way off track. Prepare yourselves.
I'm prepared.
Hagrid's aging is also kind of different to like everyone else's aging.
Because he's half giant, right?
Yeah, it's like 50 years between, in the Chamber of Secrets, he ages 50 years between
Yeah.
being, but he doesn't look, it
No.
looks like, what, 10, 20
30.
years? Yeah.
Like I'd say he's like pushing 40.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say he's 60.
No.
Huh?
So that's an maybe
Maybe there's a connection
Grandpa
there.
Charlie is part giant.
Ah, that makes sense. He is very tall.
Yeah,
He
tall
is.
man. Yeah.
He is. Well, Charnstar and Chanelle, would you like to talk a little bit about what happens in the Wildwood?
Oh,
or
well.
how they get to the Wildwood? Secret passageways.
Well, Morgan running away from Spark, who is literally meters behind him every time.
Sometimes I think lapping at his heels.
Yeah.
Yeah. He hides in narcoleptic dogs. Oh, nice.
Narcoleptic.
Reginald, yes. Chanel kept on asking, what's his name? What's his name? And I think at the end of this episode, they say his name. I'm like, quickly, write it down.
You could rewind Netflix, right?
Because he's the only person where we don't have a Harry Potter connection. Do you guys think of anyone who
A
Reginald...
little bit Hagridish.
Wasn't there a teacher that kept falling asleep?
The history of the professor of magical history
Yeah.
in the books, but he wasn't in the movie. So who even knows about him? What's
And
his
is
name?
it Hagrid's dog a bloodhound?
Yes. Oh. Also, that dog is old enough to remember when Egyptian cats were gods.
Well, look, he doesn't age as much because he bloody sleeps every time.
True. So Morgan runs in there. He kneels down and accidentally closes a filing cabinet, and that filing cabinet is the door handle to a secret passage. And
Convenient.
he's like, genius. I can hide in this secret passage and no dogs will ever find me. So he runs in and Spark is literally right behind him. He's like, oh, you're not going to get away from me. Even though neither of them apparently hear each other speak.
Yeah.
Reginald wakes up. And what happens when Reginald wakes up, Chanelle?
Well, he starts like smelling or sniffing, but his nose like independently bobs up and down from his face. It's hilarious.
It's really good visual effects there.
He also exclaims out various food types every time he wakes up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because he's always
Butter
thinking
chicken.
about food.
Pork chops.
Yeah, butter chicken was like,
Yeah, that one was out there.
I was like, ooh.
Yeah, because
got
dogs
taste.
can't eat curry.
Yeah.
We would know, we Googled it, because we eat a lot of curry, and we're like, can Mike eat this? Dogs can't eat curry.
Oh.
So, unless that's the secret to getting them to live for as long as Reginald.
Or the
That's
secret
why
to
they
making
don't.
them narcoleptic.
Maybe. Either option is possible. So then Morgan is hiding in this secret passageway, going, no one will ever find me here, but I need some light. And, oh, what do you know? Spark is sitting right next to him, and he's like, how did you find me? Anyway, so they walk out, and they're like, where are we? And they realize they're in the Forbidden Forest.
Yeah.
Bum bum.
Yeah. And that's where the guard dogs come in.
We don't know they're guard dogs. We just know they're big, spooky Cujo dogs.
Right, yes.
And they're like, we gotta make a trap.
Oh yeah.
And they're digging with the smallest ever shovel to try and make this big like hole in the ground or something.
Well, you were the one who noticed that because I was like, "What the hell are they digging?" And you were like, "I think they're going to build a trap." And lo and behold, they did.
What did you think of the trap, Kev?
Well, when he was digging, I was like, "You're gonna have a lot of time in your hands to be able to just put leaves on top of it. You need like a net,
Yeah.
leaves."
So I've made this trap before, but back
Sorry, what?
we were look.
Was that Pup Academy?
Yeah, I
He's
was told-
actually Morgan.
I was told that we're gonna have a scavenger hunt, and I'm the thing that the dog has to find. So I ran away. I found myself, and then there was this dog, and we were like, "We gotta get rid of this dog." Also, cheese puffs. Cheese puffs.
Oh,
important.
yes.
Morgan apparently can't run and eat cheese puffs at the same time because he's dropping them everywhere. But yeah, so they get there, they dig this hole. Now, when you dig this hole in the wild, or if you're a young kid with a really big backyard and you're just like, screw it, because we had like 2 acres.
Right.
So me and my brother and sisters, we dug a big old hole and you lay out thin twigs
Yes.
across it. You cross-hatch it, you lay it on the hole, and then you cover that in leaves. It takes a long time. There were like, I think 3 of us were doing it. I think it was my older brother and sister and me. We did this. It took us a couple of hours.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah,
Morgan and Spark seemed to do this instantly
with a small shovel.
with a small shovel.
Well,
but-
also Sparks got paws.
That's true. But as it turns out, they didn't dig it deep enough. Which was a great gag, but from the way it happens and the way it cuts, it seems like they didn't do the laying out things. They just filled the entire thing with leaves.
Yeah.
It's just all leaves because the dog falls in it and then he's just like head up to his neck in leaves, just sitting there.
Yeah, and then jumps out.
And then jumps out.
What a time.
Oh, spooky, scary stuff.
Anyway, yeah, end of the episode, DOG and...
A naked old man.
Semi-naked.
Yeah, semi-naked, to be fair.
Yes. Come by, find them, go, let's go back. And it's revealed that these dogs were guard dogs the whole time.
What a twist.
What a twist.
Yep.
I actually don't feel like there was a lot to this episode. I don't have many questions. Do you guys have much more?
I have one big question that's brought up 3 seconds later. There's a wolf?
Yes.
And it
Yes!
just like rocks up on the hill. And have you guys seen Fantastic Mr. Fox?
No.
No.
So it's a big thing that if you see a fox, stick your hand in the air. Sorry, if you see a wolf, and at the end of the movie, they're riding off on their motorbikes, and they stop in the middle, and they see a wolf off in the distance, and Mr. Fox sticks his hand up in the air, and the fox on all fours sticks his hand up in the air, and that's all I could think of in this entire scene. I was like, yeah, go wolf, go. And then DOG's like, I'll handle this, and they're like, who was that? He's like, if I do my job right, you won't even have to know. And I'm like, what does that mean?
Yes, that's right. See, I only wrote down that one quote when they were like, what's that thing on the hill? They said, what's that thing on the hill? And I was like, clearly it's a wolf. Like, open your eyes. What is wrong with you?
And it's great because it's a thing that's all throughout the show. Like, no one seems to be able to see a meter either way of them. They all have terrible eyesight.
Yeah.
That's a whole theme through this episode. But it all accumulates to the fact that there's a thing on the hill. The hill is literally right next to them. They are standing
At the base.
foot of that hill. And they're like, hey, what's that thing? What's that dog-shaped thing? What's that really big dog, maybe wolf-shaped thing? I don't know. Could be a cat.
I think Morgan's perception is just like,
And
his
then-
depth perception is just crap. He couldn't dig a hole.
Yeah.
Can't see.
Yeah, I'm surprised actually the wolf didn't say anything when the DOG was like, if I do my job right, you'll never need to know.
And then he
What?
winks at
Maybe the
them.
wolf didn't see them because they were so far away. They were
What
more than a
is
meter apart.
the DOG's job? Because Snape wants his job, but he's not the headmaster.
He's the DOG. He's the Dean of Gambus. We know this.
Oh, gosh. Okay. Final thoughts?
I don't know. It's just the scavenger hunt. It's Corazon and Bite. Look, they worked well together. It seemed like they got along.
Yeah, that was weird. It was Ron and Malfoy.
Yeah, that was the thing. It's like the bully of the school seems to have a good relationship with everyone.
Yeah.
Terrible bully. Do your job right, just like the DOG. But yeah, like you said, the digging in the hole and the wildwood just looks like the crappy part of the park. You know what I mean? Like you go to like a national park. It's just like, this is where people don't usually walk through.
You say that. That's where all the teenagers go to get up to.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe that's what's in the wild woods.
Maybe
They're
that's
like,
what the
"Oh,
wolf is. It's a teenager.
Ah.
Getting high.
What's that on the roof?
Oh, no.
The
There's talking dogs. I think there's a dog campus here, guys.
The DOG's job is to clean out the teenagers. You guys have graduated already. Leave.
Get out of here.
But yeah, there's a lot of
kids.
Corazon in this second half of
Yeah, what's Wiz? What?
Yeah.
We keep forgetting that Wiz is even a character.
hiatus.
Hiatus for Wiz.
She was on the break.
Maybe there was an issue with the actor.
The
Maybe
dog?
the voice actor. Maybe the
Oh.
voice actor was like a diva.
Maybe.
Or maybe the dog was a diva.
Maybe the dog was a diva. Anyway, that's it for this episode. You can check us out online, www.inconceivablereviews.com. We also have a Facebook page, an Instagram, a YouTube channel. Check us out everywhere that you possibly can. Give us a like, give us a share, give us a subscribe. While you're at it, you can check out The Green God. He is on YouTube under The Green Goy. Yep. We promised him a shout out and we are delivering. Thanks a lot, team.
Bye.
Bye. Yeah.
Bye.